to say what is really the type of heroes we are addressing to get more concrete there. So there we start with a kind of use case description. What is this kind of hero we want to make a superhero? And our example is a 56 years old teacher or some neighbor, some woman living somewhere, and her neighbor, 90 years old, she needs the room to be repainted. And this 56 years old woman, she wants to help, but she cannot do the painting herself, but she is willing to donate time, some color, and to bake a cake. And so our service brings her together with the called weros, who are willing to basically donate their time in order to paint the room and brings us together. That is really the service. So I think ask the question, what kind of people we're addressing is people that want to support firstly in the local neighborhood and like these handcrafts type of things, doing some work for some others that you're willing to donate there. So that is basically, I think, the answer to the question there. I think we said we don't want to go through this whole storyline. So up there we have the storyline described with a touch point as a touch point being the kind of wero store where you bring together the heroes with the weros to make them a superhero. Described up there. We did some rough prototyping around it so far, especially our advertisement material, as you can see here. And the idea is basically to drive this material further and to go tomorrow to have a version of that we can show around. Also with the story we can tell around what this service is supposed to do and to go to people and ask them, are you willing to contribute? Are you willing to be a wero here? Are you willing to sign in for such a service? And willing to say, well, I will donate like 1 day of my time, one day of time for this service? Or also to ask them, are you a hero? Do you have an idea, and are you willing to drive this idea, to have an idea for some kind of service or some kind of support for someone else? Are you willing to drive this? And do you just need some heroes to make you a superhero? So that's basically the next thing we want to do. So, yeah.
Could you just tell about the store, what we thought about where the store could be?
Okay, yeah, maybe one thing there, you're right. This wero store, the kind of touch point, we thought it needs to be something which is physical, not somewhere on the internet or so on. So the idea was to be the wero store, some corner in some kind of shop or some kind of coffee or something like that, where basically our advertising material is there, and where you have a store manager, the wero store manager, who basically addresses the customers, both the heroes and the weros, and helps them to fill out what we have called their challenge cards and wero cards, where on the one side you describe what kind of challenge do you have, what kind of capabilities do you need. On the other hand, describe what kind of capabilities can you as a wero provide, and he matches them then together. So that's basically the idea there. And maybe one word on financing. The idea is to finance the whole thing in the end by donations from these people which are helped here or donations from others. That's basically the idea, because in the end where you really need to put effort into these wero managers, because they really have to commit to the service and they have to spend much work on that. Yeah. Questions? Do we have a question? Yeah. What would you be willing to sign up to being a wero? What would you contribute? No one.
Well, I thought from all the presentations, since we're not doing again and again comments, maybe the idea for the first team of post-its, maybe we can do like little mailbox and just comment around for 10 or 15 minutes, I don't know, because I don't think we didn't have questions or comments for the others, but it's because of the time, I guess.
Maybe you can also link, because you said you wanted to do some field work tomorrow, and maybe do you think has more sense to do it today and maybe ask to the people on the street for some feedback and maybe build on top of that your survey?
Yeah, I think it would be great for us.
You can choose.
Yeah, because at the time we decided not to go into the field today and maybe make it real, like actually print something or like a mock-up and act as if it was already running. So people would actually have a reaction to like, would you commit or not? Would you be a touch point, like the facilitator? Would you be willing to ask somebody for help, actually, like you being the one holding the challenge, or I don't know. So we were planning on tomorrow, but yeah, we can do it today. It would be great.
Yeah, so thank you for all the feedback. I think it was interesting to pull all the ideas together. You might maybe someone feels stuck. I think it's normal, have some crisis, but it's also nice. You will come up again with nice ideas, and everybody's finding their way. You can really see it. So yeah, enjoy, and we will have dinner at 8. We have some sausages left from yesterday, so we will prepare some barbecue to give back the strength. We'll have some beer, and then we can keep on working afterwards. So enjoy.